Welcome back. Another episode. Costco is on the pod.
Yes.
He's not the guest, though.
He's not even the guest. He's
Why
just
not?
an honorable mention.
That's exactly what
You're
he
a
is.
very honorable mention.
Very
Yes.
honorable.
We're happy to mention you. we are honored to mention you.
We are honored. We are all honored to mention you.
We are.
Yes. This
Well,
is Costco, our
yes,
dog.
This is Costco.
He's a red golden retriever, and he's hanging out today in the shop
on the red,
the red couch. He blends
couch.
right in. That's why I picked this color, ironically.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because I really wanted this color, like a yellow or an orange couch, and then I saw this one, and I put the swatch up to him, and I was like, it's the same. Like, that's it. We're going to get it.
With that being said,
Yes. Back to the podcast.
welcome to another episode of the Let's Go podcast. If you're new here, we just talk about our shop, and we talk about things like with friends and local business owners. And the ice machine just went off, but they won't hear that. Costco heard that.
Yeah, Costco loves ice.
We are joined today by new friends of ours. It's like new and not new. It feels like I'm excited because it's the first time we're like sitting and chit chatting. But we met Chris and Odessa back when we had our trailer out front of our shop, which we'll get into this story because I would like to hear from your perspective too. But maybe you didn't think much about it as we did, but but I thought about it. And we have a trailer for those that don't know, and it was out front here at an event in the Triangle, which if you're not from this area, it is like the main hub of Emmaus, the town that we're in, the triangular hub. That's right. And we had our trailer out there, and these two lovely people came up and were like, "I love whatever this is that's going on."
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah.
And to my memory, you just have always kept showing up, and you've always been here.
For
You
sure.
love the vibe, you love the everything, and we just love having you. And so we were like, what better way to like sit down and get to know you than to have you on a podcast?
Yes.
And we're grateful to have Chris and Odessa with us today.
Dude, when you
I kind of want to like clap,
roll
but
up,
I can't. So
oh, stop it!
clap.
Come on.
So what was that from your perspective? Because
Yeah,
I'm curious.
we'll start there.
We'll start there because
ahead.
that's how we met you guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I don't remember what event it was, but
So it would have probably been, it was when we were here.
Yeah.
So it was in August of 2024.
I think it was
Okay.
the
It was
Decas
the
event.
day that we met our landlord for this spot. Same day, same
That
event.
same day.
That was the only event we've ever done here in the Triangle.
Oh, is that so? Oh,
right here in the Triangle.
Fortuitous.
Yes.
What great luck then.
yeah.
It just
because
worked
that is
out.
how like we found out about you guys, and we were like, we love their logo, we love their name, we're huge coffee enthusiasts,
Yeah,
and and we were just excited to just try the truck, and then we got to start talking to you, and then we found out that you guys were relocating soon to Emmaus, and we were like, heck yes.
And you're nice and fun and make good coffee.
Yes, yes.
I was like, this
stop.
is cool.
Oh,
Yes.
stop.
No, when a truck pulls up into your neighborhood and it says "Let's Go Coffee" on it, you're like, we're gonna go do that.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna
There you
do
go.
that.
We're gonna go.
Yeah.
We're gonna go walk up
Yeah.
and we're talking to those people.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I remember like vividly Chris's sunglasses.
Yes.
That's why
I do
he stood
remember
out
They
so
are
much.
well known.
They're in the car right now. I should have brought them.
Like another honorable mention because like you wear them and I
They're
was
in our
like,
wedding photos.
no,
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy.
100%.
I love that.
So what's the story behind them? Why are they so rectangular?
Oh my god. So what's funny is I have a friend of mine who's like an ultra endurance athlete. He
Right.
runs like 100-mile races.
Okay.
And he's a monster. And literally this past year, he just finished biking to every single national park in the country. This took him over a year. 50-something parks, a bazillion miles, a bazillion flat tires. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like just this insane story.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah.
You could go see him, onelongtrip.bike.
Okay.
Shameless plug
Nice
for
little
my
plug.
buddy.
There you go.
But his stuff, if you like bikes and you like gravel riding or like bike packing or touring, like he's building this really cool resource for people like that.
That's cool.
But he's an amazing endurance athlete, and like we were just doing this Appalachian Trail run for my birthday. Like I don't know, I guess it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he thought it would be funny if we both had the same sunglasses. So he bought some silly, goofy sunglasses in silly, goofy color, and I've been wearing them ever since.
Wow.
Can't
That's
see them without them now.
incredible.
I don't think I've ever bought a pair of sunglasses more than $9.99. Honestly, maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes the gas station sunglasses are the best sunglasses.
Yeah.
They last forever.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they, you know.
And then you don't stress when you like scratch the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
So
fine.
true.
Let's just go to Target again for $9.99.
Exactly.
Right.
20% off then too. You're like, $6.
Incredible.
Right.
Sign me up.
So-
okay, so you saw us
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the Triangle.
Yes.
You tried out our coffee. You had
Yes.
never heard of us before.
No.
No.
Okay, so this was brand new.
Crazy.
So, what about it made you so adamantly follow us in a good way? Because we were renovating here, and you were two
Yeah.
of the peepers that were looking in the
Oh,
window.
we were looking.
and
We would come down to the window.
yeah, and I came. I didn't know your names at the time.
peepers.
And I
We
remember
were just the peepers then.
I didn't even know we were calling them that.
She's like, Pablo, those
No.
peepers are back
I
again.
was like, is that
They're in the window. He's
Like
drooling
descended
with
from
the
the person.
sunglasses guy.
The
sunglasses
The sunglasses guy, and he's drooling in the window.
No,
Pablo,
actually,
go kick him out.
This is how it went. You met my parents
Yes.
one day.
Oh, that's right.
So my parents came home.
Nicest people ever, Mandy's
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah. Shout out.
Love
to them.
Mandy's
My
parents.
They're
mom was like, yeah, we met these people. They said they met you in the Triangle, and I was like, really? And I didn't really put it together
Right.
yet. And I'm talking, I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, can you explain what they look like? And she's like telling me, and I was like, oh, the guy with the hair. That's how
Stop it. What am I, Derek Zoolander?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
so
Because I
that's
come in and order an orange mocha frappuccino every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That's my order.
Dead
That's
giveaway.
my order.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
So
That's
that's
so
kind of how
funny.
it went. And then, eventually I was like, what's your name? And
Yeah.
I was
Right.
like, what's your wife's name? Like, tell me about all this. And then we found out you guys went to New Zealand and,
Yes.
all the
Yes.
things and whatever. So,
Right.
anyway, okay. So you saw us in the Triangle.
Yes.
And then you just kept following us.
Yes. Well,
Not literally.
Well,
we
I
weren't
would- I just-
stalking.
I have
We
to-
were
we know
peeping,
where
but
they
we weren't
live,
stalking.
even though they haven't told us.
But I have to say really quick, because it is true, you guys have become what in my mind is considered as a regular.
Yeah.
And it's cool because
We're
other-
addicts, Pablo.
I
We're
understand.
addicts.
Or as Tyler would say, it's a love of the game. But one of our baristas. However, but I'm just have to quickly say,
Yeah.
we have business owners that constantly will ask us, friends of ours, people that we know, that are like, how's business?
Yeah.
Do you have regulars? Is that even
Yeah.
a thing? And I'm like, we do.
Yeah.
And you guys have always come to mind whenever I have that conversation with anyone. There's a couple handful of that,
Yeah.
actually maybe more than a handful now that come through all the time. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys have always come to mind. And to Mandy's question, why is that? That's a good question.
Right.
Like,
Why are we
how-
so obsessed with you? That's
We brought you on
that's
this
what you wanted.
podcast.
Okay. So this is actually an intervention.
Yeah.
We're bringing in the community's coming in. So you have a problem.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
You have a
That's why you
problem.
brought the comfort dog.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
This is a,
Ulterior motives for all of
This
these.
is our
Full-blown
therapeutic
therapy.
support animal.
We're like, you guys really desperately needed a coffee shop, apparently.
Yeah.
So
That was one part of it. No, honestly,
but kind of.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we just.
When nowhere left,
Yeah.
it was a gap for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
a fundamental thing in a community. You need to have a coffee shop. It's everybody's
Yeah.
living room. It's the downtown. Things
Yeah.
happen. I mean, you guys bring traffic to the sandwich place. It's like,
Yeah. I've always, I don't know, anytime I've moved somewhere new and I'm exploring somewhere new, the first things I always do to try
Yeah.
to get to know a place are find the local coffee shops and
Yep.
the local bookstores. Because one,
Okay.
I feel like that's where I'm going to find my people.
okay.
yeah.
Because they're into the things that I like. But also, they just tend to be, community centers, which I think the two of you
Yeah.
definitely, exuded that energy right away, too.
Facts.
You were like, we want to go to Emmaus, that's an important place to us. It's where we're from, and
Yeah.
so we were like, yeah, heck yes.
And
That's
we had
what
just
wanna
moved,
support that.
actually. It would have
Yeah.
been right. It would have been the month we
Yeah.
moved. Is that true? Would have
It
been the month
was-
we moved into.
It was shortly after, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we were
So we were,
exploring Emmaus.
Okay.
So
we had moved, and then it was the coffee shop
Yeah.
left, and we were like, no.
Yeah, we were like, oh no, we don't have a coffee
Oh
shop.
no! What have we done? And
But
then,
wait,
and then
there's
to
more.
hear
Yeah.
that there was fun, good coffee, people moving in was just oh, thank God. Yeah.
And they're nice.
Oh man.
Awesome.
And they have a dog named Costco.
Yeah. God.
He
Wow.
was.
Stars
he-
aligned.
we actually picked him up after that event, 2 weeks later. So he was still
At
a little
Costco.
guy.
At Costco, he
Yeah.
was on
Yeah.
the wire racks.
Oh my
Yeah.
As soon as you
Right.
walk in there.
Yeah. Wholesale pricing.
With a big tag.
Yeah. His middle name's Kirkland.
Oh,
That's also true.
It
But
is.
so funny. I love that.
So I have to ask backstory. Where are you guys from? All the things, like all like backstory.
You
Yeah,
really,
who are
you really
you,
kick that one
actually?
off? I don't know who I am.
I don't know who I am either.
So you're married,
We
I
are
guess.
married.
newly married.
Yes,
That's true.
recently married.
Recently?
We've been
Okay.
together for like 9 years, but we got
Who's counting? Isn't that what you're supposed to say when they say it?
That's
I
what
think
they
you're
say,
supposed
right?
to say who's counting.
Yeah, that's
Who's
like
counting?
the traditional
Default,
thing.
right?
What do they call
I
it?
think so.
It's like the cliche.
Yes,
Cliche.
yes, yes, yes.
think you're
Sorry, I
supposed to
didn't
say
know
it.
what you were referring to. But yes,
Okay.
okay. So newly
Cliche.
married.
Been together forever. Okay, great.
Yes.
Forever.
Where you were originally from?
That I always find a harder question to answer, but I would say the short answer is I mostly grew up in Texas,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I've lived mostly in like Texas, Pennsylvania, and Colorado.
Texas, as not in Texas, Pennsylvania.
Right.
Texas,
Which is a
Texas
place.
the state.
The actual
yeah.
state.
East
Yes.
Texas.
East Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, down the street.
Yeah. Oh, that was
That's
so
right.
cool.
Yeah.
Right by Egypt.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Down
Yeah.
the road from Bethlehem.
Yeah, a lot of Bible names.
Yeah.
Emmaus, Egypt.
Emmaus,
Bethlehem,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
True.
so Texas
Yeah.
originally.
Texas.
What part of Texas was it?
Dallas.
Dallas. Love.
Yeah.
Great spot.
Yeah.
I lived there for 3 months of my life.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Love Texas.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to that.
We'll
on the
get to that.
podcast.
Okay.
for sure. And then where are you from?
So, funny enough, I'm from Bucks County.
Okay.
Right around the corner.
That checks out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the hair.
It's
telling you.
Look.
It's
Look at
a
this
lot
Bucks
of
County
Italian
hair.
Americans, I
Okay.
guess, in Bucks County.
I need to be on the
with
cover of Bucks County
Yes,
Living
luscious hair.
magazine. Okay.
There you go.
Be like,
yeah.
this is, we tested it, DNA test.
Yep.
Bucks County.
Right outside
100%.
of Peddler's Village.
Yes, exactly right.
I've
Exactly
been to
right.
a lot of dates in Peddler's Village.
Yeah,
Love that.
it's a great
Yeah.
spot.
Maybe if
It
I was
is.
wearing a polo or something, I could pull it off.
So that's why you guys ended up here or for work?
No.
For work. So I work at St. Luke's
Okay.
Hospital. And yeah, this.
What do you do there?
I am a maternal fetal medicine doctor. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
So cool.
So
Super cool.
because of
Love
many years of school and training and all of that, that's why I've beep bopped around quite a
Gotcha.
bit.
Okay. Very cool.
So yeah, and what I did my OBGYN residency training out in Hershey at
Okay.
Penn State. So it was at that time that Chris and I met because he was living in State College.
Good
So
old Penn
we-
State.
Yeah, so we were repping the Central PA back
Gotcha.
then.
Penn Stater.
That's right.
It's like its own city.
It is.
No,
It
it's,
is.
it's
For
like
sure.
its own
There's-
cult.
there's like
actually.
nothing else
It's really what it is.
out there. It
Yeah.
just
No
like
offense to
comes
Penn
up over the
Staters.
hill. Like there's
Tyler is also a Penn Stater who
Tyler
works
is?
here
Okay.
too. So yeah.
Yeah, you'd be pleased to know any airplane you ever get on, as long as you say we are someone.
Yeah.
It's just anywhere you go, everywhere in the world.
It's true.
We've
Someone.
been everywhere in the world, and
Everybody
somebody's
knows Penn
from
State.
Penn State.
Yeah.
It's
Incredible.
Sounds about right. It's a
Yeah.
great school. It's a
It
great,
really
great
is.
spot.
Yeah.
Fun place.
I got a ton out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What'd
awesome.
you go to school for?
So I studied psychology and neuroscience because I thought for sure, like, yes, I want to be like the nerdiest of the nerds that I can be.
Okay.
And I
said he
and
was
I
married
quickly
There you go.
instead right, it's a lot cheaper
So,
to just
so
marry
you're
one.
like nerdy by association now.
Exactly.
Okay,
So I get
got
all
it.
the perks
love
and
that.
benefits of being nerdy. Okay. All the Star Trek references. I don't have to watch the episodes. She just tells me.
Wow, I'm
Great.
getting outed really fast on this podcast.
Look, this is about realness. Okay, we're introducing you to the real Odessa.
Yes, exactly.
That's incredible.
That's why Costco's here. He's your
Yeah.
support animal.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
yes.
It
is.
really is.
Oh my
Takes
gosh.
my abuse.
Nice. Okay, so you're a doctor, and you
Are so not a doctor.
are a doctor by association.
I guess.
He's like,
DBA. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting that on my LinkedIn profile.
There you go.
It'll be like Cristiano DBA.
BBA.
People will be like,
oh,
"Oh wow, he's
sounds
a DBA."
really
It's a new
Wow,
degree
he's
actually.
DBA?
Yeah.
Who
It's
knew?
great. Oh my god.
I had no idea with that hair too.
That is
DBA.
impossible.
Crazy.
yeah.
How could you have
Impossible.
that impeccable combination?
So what do you do then? Other than
so-
be a doctor by association.
I feel like I have too many projects. Most of my time, I'm facilitating trainings for educators. So
Oh, I love.
educators who work with really young kids, ages 0 to 5.
Okay.
So early childhood educators.
Sure.
And I train them on emotional intelligence. Like people skills, human skills. There's like a lot of different words for it, but
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very fun. I actually had a client that I used to work with that he was a teacher for a long time. Then he went through the ranks of like school, like principal, administrator, all these things. And now he just travels around the country speaking to administrators, like all teachers, superintendents and all these things. Yeah. And it's such a, oh my gosh, it's such like a, it's like a labor of love thing. Yeah. Teachers love the kids.
Dude,
like,
the educators are like the best.
Yeah. Right.
They're like, I love them so much.
It's like their own breed, honestly.
Yeah. They are.
Literally. They're literally walking angels.
Yeah. Seriously.
I don't know how they do it.
I would agree.
I could never do it.
Yeah.
When I walk into my daughter's second grade classroom, I'm like, I can be here for maybe an hour and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
it takes a saint.
Yeah.
For sure.
And they're like, this is so great. They have like all their organized things. Everything's like, I'm like, how do you do this every single day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really. And then even add in like the little guys too.
Yeah.
And
real.
you're in really core developmental stages. So
exactly.
So interesting.
Exactly. That more brain cells and connections are being made between the ages of 0 to 5 than like any other time in life.
Yeah.
It's a really
Which is
essential
crazy.
period of time.
Yeah.
The people you put with your kid really, really matters.
Yeah.
And like this is a group of people who like, they're resilient, they're resourceful, they're like, and then like they're just like burning out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like I feel like my job is like how do I help in any possible way? Because they're already doing everything right. Like I think they just need support. And
How did you get into that? Why?
I mean, I feel like I was studying neuroscience at Penn State, and I was managing a lab, like co-managing a lab for a couple years, and I was working with like the smartest people. You know, when you walk into a room full of people and you're like,
not the smartest one.
Oh boy. Like it's like really uncomfortable because you're like, oh, I'm the dumb one. But also you're like, I'm flying with like eagles right now. Like I'm like, I need to keep up.
I so understand
So
that.
it's like a growth, it's like a really important like growth moment to be like, all right, like all I'm gonna do is go straight 100% to sponge mode, and I'm just gonna download as much as I can from these people.
Yeah.
That's that's who I got to work with at Penn State.
Wow.
And like in a couple years it was clear to me like we were doing really cool cutting edge stuff. We were discovering things. I sat in a meeting with my PI and we were looking at some of the results from our study, and this was like a multi-year study, and she's like starting to tear up because of what we're finding, right? Like these are the people I worked with. And I was like, we know so much, we're doing so much, we're like adding all these leaves to the tree of knowledge, but like so much of this is not getting into schools, it's not getting into teachers' hands. Like they need more tools, tactics. Like how do we convert this, heady stuff into really, really tactical stuff? I want to take what we know and turn it into what we do.
Sure. Yeah.
And so like my job is like, they don't need me. Like they're fine. Like they don't need my help at all. Like I need to leave and I need to just be tactician, practitioner. Like I need the help in that space. And I left and took a winding path to get there, but here we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A rocky road, if you will.
Yes.
A rocky road. Plenty of marshmallows.
Yeah.
Plug to the old podcast.
Some good rocky
That's incredible.
road ice
And then
cream.
how did you get into your thing? 'Cause that's not by mistake, So it's just like
It's a lot of
A
a series
10-year
of many
mistake.
intentional.
It's a series of mistakes. Is how it
hilarious.
happens.
it was a really slow fall.
Are you sure you want to do
Sometimes
this?
it does feel like that. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, it definitely. I mean, I'm very subspecialized, so like I clearly didn't like grow up knowing I'm going to be a maternal fetal medicine doctor specifically, but
Right.
and actually no one in my like immediate family is in medicine, but I definitely grew up like around women in STEM, I guess. So like I always had that intrigue about like science and just
You can say your mom's a badass.
yes.
Are we allowed to say badass?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe you
We
said
can
the
edit
word.
it out. No, just kidding. All good.
You can say whatever you want.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, so I was just always like oriented towards like math and science and just was like interested
Nerd
in
alert.
Yeah, I was just a nerd since I was a kid. Basically what I'm saying is I was always a nerd and I thought the human body was cool. It started like really young, and I know that's a little crazy, but I actually wanted to be a doctor since I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. I thought
The human body is very.
I just thought it was
wild
fascinating
place.
and cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah, and then obviously as I grew up, like my reasons matured, and this is gonna sound so cheesy to say, but it's like the most genuine thing I can say. Like, I remained interested intellectually, but I also felt like it was the way that I could serve humanity to like the best degree possible. Like, I think you can do it in anything you do in this world, but for me, I was just like, this is like the maximum way I can use my brain and my skills and like, you know, help other people. And obviously helping people with their health and in medicine is just one of many but very basic ways that like people always need.
It seems important.
Yeah. Like teaching, like, you know, there's so many things like that, but I just also thought it was fascinating. And then
You're literally helping humans have humans.
Yeah.
That's not the only part of your
No,
job. I know, but that's like
it's an integral part of life. Yeah, right.
I think that's a big part of your job is saving people's lives.
like humans and more humans. Little humans, big humans, grown humans. Like,
yes.
And doggy humans.
And doggy humans.
Not
I wish.
I'm sure you could help a female dog if they were having a baby.
Maybe.
Though. Like, it'd be the same.
Probably.
Concept.
They wouldn't need as much of my help, I bet. But
Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Better than nothing, probably.
Yeah.
I think panic at the sight of
Better than
childbirth, at
nothing.
least. So there's that.
That's true. Yes, exactly.
But you do get called out on airplanes every once in a while.
Thankfully not for my expertise specifically. It's just
That's true.
I'm sure you've been
never
on a
delivered
plane
on a
where
plane.
people are like, "Hey, is there a healthcare provider on board?" And you know, we all do the kind of look around, slow arm raise,
Or you go like this.
Yeah. Well, you wait to see if anyone else does it first.
Right.
Well, also there are certain like specialties that are much more useful than me on a plane emergency.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
Right.
like
Even like the basic vitals. and
Yeah.
things.
exactly,
Of course,
exactly.
of course.
So
It was actually quick story. My very first flight when I flew by myself. I was about 13. I was flying to see my family in Arizona, and I was on my way there. First flight alone, so I'm in the back row. The flight attendant's like babysitting me because I'm a minor, and I'm flying. And I land. So I remember flying in the air, and I remember hearing like, "Is there a doctor on board?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that's cool." So that
It was Odessa.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely not.
We met before.
So
that came out now.
You saved my life, actually.
So I had not saved anyone's life on a plane.
To be clear, it was just like we were on the plane, we're on our way there. I landed and I called my uncle and I was like, "Hey, I'm here." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's crazy! I'm leaving my house. You know, I'm not even there yet." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't really think anything of it. Come to find out, somebody had a heart attack on the plane.
That's awful.
Apparently, they put the plane in like full gear, and we landed like an hour and 20 minutes early.
Whoa.
Oh wow!
And it was like full steam ahead, and everybody was like frozen on the plane. And you had to wait. They had to take care of the person. And then my uncle it was at the time before, like he came in the gates, you know, like to come to the gate to get me.
Yeah, before
And I just
TSA.
remember him like talking. I guess he had like this whole conversation with the flight attendant before I got off the plane because I was the last one off because I was a minor. So I was like waiting for the flight attendant. So then I came off and he was like, he's like out of breath. He's like, "Man, I was racing to get here." He's like, "You were here so early and everything." I'm like, "That's crazy." He's like, "Yeah, someone had a heart attack." So my first plane ride had that happen.
Oh my God.
That's wild.
I flew before, but like my first time alone flying.
Sounds memorable.
Was that? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also, if we want to go down the other side note, my first day with my driver's license, I saw a fatal motorcycle accident. First day with my driver's license.
That's so
I forgot about that.
That was crazy too. I was like, guys, I'm just trying to drive to school. It was pretty terrifying.
Oh, that's
Oh,
scary.
man.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That is
Oh my God.
insane.
It was pretty sad. I digress. Anyway, moving on. So,
what's your trauma?
trauma. A good thing
we're
Costco's here
trauma
today.
dumping right now?
Oh,
Let's trauma
so
dump.
Are we trauma
glad
dumping?
he's here.
God,
Can we
please
have
no.
like a screen that goes across that says trauma dump?
With a big rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass the dog.
Yeah.
We can't do it without Costco.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's funny.
That's crazy. So okay, that's really interesting. I always find it interesting, like why people do what they do, because like there's obviously a time. I would say majority of people go through a time in life where they just do what they have to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, right? You have to get through bills and you're learning, you're figuring yourself out, life out, all these things. But then you eventually end up doing something, and it's okay to like switch seasons. Like that'll happen for people. It's happened to both of us.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happened to both of you. But it is interesting. Like I find it interesting. Like who are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Like those kinds of questions.
Yeah.
I actually do that in my content with
Yeah,
all of my
yeah,
clients.
yeah.
I'm very like I'm starting to coach in this a little bit, and one of my little segments that I want to help people with is like the 5 W's, the four or 5 W's of like who, what, where, and why, and all those things of like, because that stuff is so like simple, but it's like really, you can learn a lot in that actually. And we both have talked about like
for sure
those types of questions.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, I just love that kind of stuff. It's fun.
Pablo, what's something you wish more people knew about you?
Wait. Pass the dog. Actually.
It's trauma dump time.
We're about to get deep cuts. Let's go deep cuts.
Exactly.
That people knew about me? I don't know. That's interesting. I'm a very like simple. I think very simply. Very like people have equated me to like thinking like a child a lot of the times because I'm very much like that. I'm very like almost to a fault. Sometimes I'm like so simple. So I think like I don't have like a lot that's like hidden really. Like I would pretty much say like what you see is like who I am. I'm pretty much this way. I've heard people ask Mandy like, is he like this all the time? And I'm just like, she's like, yeah, like he's just like kind of wakes up
this way.
Yeah,
Goes sleep this way.
Yeah,
he's always the same. He's a unicorn.
Perfect hair every time.
Fun fact. There's a fun fact that I could tell people. Most people don't know that I cut my own hair.
Wow, you have an impeccable haircut.
I appreciate that. And I've been cutting my own hair since COVID because everything closed down.
Right.
And I looked it up on YouTube. And
you can learn anything on YouTube.
There's some good.
Facts.
We had some me cutting Chris's hair adventures during COVID.
That's why it looks
roll
like
the video of me drinking an IPA with a bin and Odessa freaking out and me going, who cares? Let Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah.
Just go buzz cut.
Oh
my gosh. It was so funny.
She's a surgeon.
Yeah, no,
it's going to be fine.
I took so long to do it the first time, and I was like so worried. And then
I was like, send it.
We were like on our little balcony in Denver,
Right.
and the wind is like billowing your hair and
there were tufts of
your
my hair.
luscious locks are just floating.
Well, it's so funny because like the first time I was like, wait, I'm on call. I rarely have to go back to the hospital.
Wasn't there a whole thing where like we were stuck in our apartment in Denver?
Yes.
We were living in Denver at the time.
Yeah.
And the apartment building sent out an email.
Yeah.
What was? Do you remember the language?
They basically said that there were complaints about personal grooming, which made it sound like not hair on your head, perhaps. We just died laughing. That was like the only trouble we ever got in.
I was this close to hitting the send button on that email. I wanted to be. Oh my god.
There was another neighbor with a balcony that just was sitting there minding their own business and just
his hair was just whacking. Yeah.
Oh my god.
For sure.
It was a time because I learned how to cut my own hair.
Yeah.
Right. So like imagine, right? Remember COVID? It was like
Yeah.
crazy. So it was like weird. And for weeks, and then like I was cutting, and then people started noticing that my hair was cut, and they're like, "Where are you going?"
Like, oh.
Like
and
a
I
black
was like,
market.
I was like, I just did it, and they're like, could you think like I was like, if I do it on me, I could do it on them, right? I was like, I think, and so I started cutting people's hair on their balcony, and I was like cutting my friends, and I did like
you would like rappel onto the balcony into the. You were like.
I had a mask on.
A mask and a face
like,
shield.
Like underground hair
Then, like, the
services.
neighbor was on his balcony, and he was like, I'll pay you.
Swing on over here,
Dude,
buddy.
he came over, cut it, random guy's hair, never saw him again.
That is so funny.
So-
I love that story.
I guess to answer your question, it's something I would like people to know about me, which I don't really care if they do or don't, but I cut my own hair, and I have since COVID.
Can we still say on point? We still say on fleek. That was the thing that we don't say anymore. People said it, but I think it was only about eyebrows. What do I know?
Maybe.
Even if it's only for eyebrows, it's on fleek, buddy.
I don't know.
I appreciate that.
Your haircut's on fleek.
I don't do eyebrows though. You do eyebrows. She does her own eyebrows.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's been a while. Don't look. I'm a business owner. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Don't look. We're gonna blur out your eyebrows this entire podcast.
They're just like skin colored, just like here with no eyebrows.
I'm like, she does her eyebrows. It's like skin. So funny. I love that. So you lived in Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I did my
Interesting.
fellowship training.
Got it.
Well, the reason I was sharing that story was because
go ahead.
I remember being like, oh, it's fine. Usually, like, once I've left the hospital, I usually don't have to go back. I'm usually just available for, like, phone consultations. And then it was like that rare moment where they did call, and I was in the middle of cutting
yeah.
I
forgot about that. Yeah.
So I was like, I really can't finish cutting your hair. Like, I have to go. So I cut half his head.
This is a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation.
Oh my God.
It's like if you
I'll be back
one
in
side.
2 hours. It's so funny.
It was like that.
Wait it out.
Yeah. Luckily, he wasn't going
I was
anywhere
gonna
and seeing
say,
anyone,
yeah.
so it
I was
was
like,
fine.
Luckily, it's COVID.
So we
It's like
continued the
fine.
personal grooming when I returned.
Personal grooming. That's
my God.
crazy.
So that's probably why the email came out, because it was multiple times at different
I'm
hours.
sure everyone was doing it, but
That's true.
there
Yeah.
was probably some poor person 2 stories down and 2 apartments over who was just like, there's a 50-50 chance this hair doesn't grow on a chin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's somebody who's like, I'm gonna submit this.
It's like on their
image.
little like coffee table, just
Yeah.
his hair, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Incredible.
not gonna say they were good haircuts, but we got through. We got through COVID.
You get through what
Hey,
you
there you
gotta
go.
do.
We all got through
We all
it, actually.
survived.
But a lot of things changed, though. I mean, for us, like
Yeah.
the coffee trailer was born out of COVID.
Oh,
He
yeah.
cut his own hair.
That's
He
true.
started disc golfing.
Oh,
All
nice.
this stuff
Golf.
like happened through
It's a
COVID.
great place
so
for it, dude.
This area, right?
Lehigh Valley
It's
is
insane.
everywhere.
yeah.
It is crazy.
He's a
I
rage.
did not
Big
know that
disc
going
golfer.
in.
Yeah,
because
same.
during COVID, it's kind of a story, but I used to play in a band, so we used to tour. And in that band, my
You
drummer
played disc golf in the band.
almost so it's close. You're getting there. You're getting warmer. It was me, my guitarist, and my drummer, and we were thinking like so. Whenever you tour, basically like you load in the morning, like
Yeah.
your stuff to the venue. You do like load your stuff in. You typically might do a sound check, or you just leave your stuff until later, and you don't play until night. And so you're there, and you're like, what do you do? Go to a coffee shop. Did a lot of that, but it's like, what do you really go do? And so we ended up just bringing our clubs with us in the trailer, and then we would just go play golf, regular.
Yeah.
And we did that for a long time, and then when COVID came around, everything closed.
Yeah.
You couldn't go play golf. So I was like, what do you do? And so my friends were like, let's go play disc golf. And I was like, what is disc? I never heard of it before.
Right.
And I went to go play it. I saw them play, and I was like, this looks dumb. You look dumb playing it.
With your fanny pack.
You look dumb. Yeah, like you just
Yeah.
look dumb. I
And your
can't-
frisbees.
Yeah,
Your dumb
just
frisbees.
flinging frisbees around. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And they were like, just try. I was like, okay. So I tried it, and literally since then cannot put it down. I play
Yeah.
That's great.
whenever I can. I'm busy, but I try my best. And then I started watching professionals. I'm like, why doesn't my disc do that? And then,
Yeah.
And now
That's-
Costco watches the professionals when we're not home.
Yeah.
On the
I let 'em
TV,
play, watch
but
it.
on the professional disc golfer, so he's probably knows everything about it too.
Yeah,
and
it's great.
so-
He plays. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, it's a great
He'd be good
sport.
at it.
It's a great little sport. It's free. It's like a hike and a game all at the same time.
I'm into that.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
fun.
I'm into that.
It's free. You
It's
wear-
fun.
Yeah.
It's free. Hell yeah.
Wear whatever you want. It's great.
Yeah.
And so there is a huge community around here, like big.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, that's a fun little thing that came
That's
out of COVID too. It was an interesting time. I feel like a lot of in the moment it was very like difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Obviously, right. But like
Yeah,
then
for sure.
a lot of interesting like things that people never would have done.
Yeah.
never would have
Yeah.
tried. Like this, it's
Yeah,
true. Her
yeah.
coffee trailer,
Yeah.
literally the
Like your
idea
literal
for this
business.
whole thing
Yeah.
came out of it. And
I remember sitting in my parents'
You're right.
house and I was like, man, I wish Wawa had a little truck that came down the road and I could just get a
Bingo.
cup of coffee
Yep.
right now, and I didn't have to, because you
Yep.
couldn't go anywhere,
Yep.
you know? So it was just like,
Yep.
man, I really wish they had that. And I was like, they have enough money. They could definitely do that. They're a corporation. They could definitely do that. And then it just turned into like a whole joke
Yeah.
and then spiraled down, and here we are. So
Here we are.
fast forward a couple of years.
And then her dad, if you met her dad, I don't know if you met her dad or mom, whatever, but her dad,
Both of them.
both,
Yeah.
Paul,
I think
We've met
he
your whole
was like
family,
hanging
actually.
drywall
Yeah.
or painting down here or something. I
Actually,
forget.
we're all friends on Facebook.
perfect. Shout out Paul.
Shout
this
out
guy
Paul.
shows up to her house the one day at the time and was like picking us up, and he's like, let's go look at trailers. And in my head, I was thinking like, we're just looking.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Paul wasn't just looking.
Yeah, yeah,
And he was
yeah,
like, you
yeah,
like this
yeah.
one? And we were like, yeah, like whatever. And he literally just drops thousands of dollars on the table.
Whoa,
Wow.
Paul.
And bought
whoa,
it, and
Paul.
it
That's
started.
awesome.
And that's how literally it began.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Crazy.
That's great.
Yeah.
I thought we were looking. I thought this was just a
Attaboy,
little
Paul.
like scout. Like I
Attaboy,
thought,
Paul.
Then it was my job to do
Let's
the
go,
rest of
Paul.
it.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'll start and you can do the rest.
I love
And
Paul,
that's
dude.
so
to
cute.
tell him the best
love
part.
Paul.
He was like, so we looked at the trailers, right? We're out in the middle of Pennsylvania,
Man of
somewhere
action.
out.
Paul was a man of
Dude.
action.
Yeah.
We're out there, and he was like, all right, let's just go get lunch. We'll come back if we like this one, whatever. We go get lunch. We're in this like farmer's market in the middle of
Yeah.
goddamn nowhere.
Yeah.
We're out there, and literally, we go to the bathroom. There's 2 urinals, no divider.
Sure.
Everything.
90% of
We're
men's
going to the
rooms
bathroom.
everywhere.
Yeah. We're close. Elbow to elbow. We're going to the bathroom.
Classic.
And everything's
Men's
out.
restrooms are strange.
And Paul just turns to me and he goes, "I like that trailer." While we're going, he goes, "We're getting that. I think we're gonna get that trailer." And I was like,
Okay.
"Okay." And he did get that trailer that day. It was like, I never forget that moment. I was like, "That's where this coffee shop was born. Was that bathroom stall, man?" Like,
Yeah.
it's just.
That's right. And now now the entire universe knows.
That's right.
As they should.
It was so funny because like we had no idea what we were doing, and it was all just a guess. And like fast forward,
Yeah.
2.5, 3 years
Right.
later, and like here we are with like a whole coffee shop. So
Yeah.
That's so cool.
on the same level of it, I was looking at my phone because I had like a couple questions, and I was like, maybe if we don't know what to talk about, which clearly wasn't a problem, but like I was like, what should we talk about? And so I wrote down like what makes a good coffee shop
Oh.
as a question,
Love
and
that
I
question.
think you can also answer that question
That's
by
good.
your New Zealand
Great.
experiences because I feel like you guys both really loved
You
it.
start the New Zealand talk.
The-
Oh gosh. We
So you went to New Zealand on your honeymoon for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
That is so far.
It's
really far.
very remarkably far away from here.
It's literally like
Yeah.
that way.
It was the first time in my life I had like full blown ankle swelling from just not laying flat for so long.
Wow.
From just
Yeah.
like how long
Yeah.
I just got there and I was like, oh, this is what all
Yeah.
my pregnant
Yeah.
Did
bitches
you?
do.
So
You're like,
did you?
I can relate to you because I went to New Zealand, not because
Yeah.
I
They're like,
pregnant.
okay,
Yeah,
great,
okay, yeah,
thanks for
yeah,
that.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, I
I'd
just,
love to go there.
Yeah.
yes. Just out of curiosity, you flew. Where?
We flew Newark to LAX
Okay.
and then LAX to Auckland
And then Auckland to Queenstown.
and then we made our way up.
Yeah.
We spent most of our time on the South
Yeah.
Island,
Okay.
Understood.
which is where
So
there's
cool.
more of the I guess more of the appeal is a lot of the outdoorsy places.
There's a lot of
and-
cool stuff on the
I
South
don't know.
Island.
I mean, I'm sure the North Island
Milford
is amazing
Sound
too.
is
We
this
just-
like really iconic, iconic part of New Zealand.
Yeah.
That it's like a bucket list thing, but it's like you should just do. It's like worth the hype.
so cool.
Yeah.
We had unbelievable weather. It was just we got super lucky. We chased great weather the whole time we were there.
Yeah, we really
Nice.
lucked out
It was
for
spectacular.
spring in.
And why
but-
there? Because most people you talk about honeymoons, what do you immediately think? You think
Yeah,
like,
you think
The Caribbean islands,
exactly.
an all-inclusive
Sure.
resort.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why-
we
what made
needed
you
a
choose?
place that was really had a lot of natural beauty because we both
Yeah.
really love that, and that would have some feeling of adventure tied to it.
It's too easy to travel to like foreign but familiar hotels.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah,
just like
definitely.
you're like, oh, we're here, but we're also in a Marriott, and it's like doesn't really feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel that
There is
different.
a comfort in that, but there's not
Totally.
there's not adventure in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were like, I don't know. Our style is a little bit more like,
Sure.
let's try this.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
That's why we're called Let's Go.
exactly.
Yeah.
It is.
And we were fueled by good coffee the whole time.
Facts.
So New Zealand, if people don't know,
Outstanding.
has some of the best coffee in the world there.
Yeah.
So you got to try
And
a
some
bunch
of the best
coffee.
wine also.
They have
And-
a lot of the
Oh,
best,
okay.
a lot
Yeah.
of the best stuff.
They're probably like, shh.
They're
Don't
like,
tell
it's
anybody.
wild.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
And some really preserved outdoor land, and they really care about preserving what they have. But
Nice.
what we
They teach their kids in schools. Like I was chatting,
Yeah.
as a person who is like in the education world, chatting with some of the people, and like they teach their kids in New Zealand about the aquifer that's under the country, and they're like, don't mess it up. Like
Yeah.
this is a really big deal to have an aquifer that supplies water to all 3 million in New Zealand. 3 million is not that big in the United States, but
Sure,
3
yeah.
million people get water out of this thing. They
Wow.
teach them like 3 languages. Like it's like they learn English, Maori, and sign language. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's an amazing.
otherworldly.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Literally is on the other side of the world.
Yes.
Which-
Really,
which
really
is
is.
super cool.
I've been very curious about it because fun fact, my dad's from Dublin, Ireland, and then
Cool.
I have family all over the world in different spots because for whatever reason they moved from Ireland. But one of them is my cousin. She lives in Whitechapel. No, where does she live? It's in I forget exactly where she lives, but it's in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Something Chapel. I forget
Beats
the name
me.
of it.
I don't know.
Forget the name of it. Regardless, I have to check it out. But she always watches my stories
Yeah.
of this place. And when she was saying that she loved this place, whatever, and I was thinking of you guys because they're from there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, wow, that's so crazy. And I've always wanted to visit, never have, but I would love to.
You guys
will.
should
Go
definitely.
figure it
It's
out.
on the list.
And everyone
Minimum-
is
minimum
so
2
nice.
weeks.
I mean, literally, every person we met there was so
I'm sure.
nice and welcoming and fantastic. And also,
Seriously.
side note, since you already found out early in the podcast that I'm a huge giant nerd, my biggest
Oh, yeah.
obsession in life
Huge.
is Lord of the Rings.
Yep. So that's
And-
why you went there. I was gonna say, I know that's
It's
there.
because Chris
It was like
loves me.
70%
And he knew
of
it.
the reason.
I
The Hobbit
to go.
town, right?
Hobbiton is there, yeah.
Sam. Frodo. Sam. Frodo.
It is like magical though, probably.
It was so
So
magical.
you got married, you said your vows, and she's like bawling
Yeah.
at Hobbit Town.
Yes.
You're like, just like, I can't
Mostly because I was
believe I'm
dressed as
here.
Aragorn. The entire wedding, I was dressed as Aragorn. So she was just like, oh.
That would have been pretty
That'll
cool. No, anyways, but your original question was like, what makes a good coffee shop?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah,
there,
that's
like
right.
every, just every place like demanded excellence. Like it's so interesting. We would, even if you were like at a gas station and it just had like
That's when we
coffee off to the
realized.
side, and we were like, we just like haven't had a single bad cup of coffee.
I-
like we're having like latte art at this gas station. Like every
It was like a
place
weird realization.
had like they were just obsessed with delivering quality coffee,
They had no tolerance for
which was
trash.
great.
Yeah.
And as you know, our preferred drink is a flat white, which originated in I think Australia, but like popularized in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
It is a very unique. Sorry to interrupt you really
No,
quick. It's a
please
very
do.
unique culture out there because
Yeah.
one of our baristas, her name's Sonia. She will be on the
Love
podcast
Sonia.
soon. She's great.
Makes a
Shout out
great
Sonia.
flat white.
Shout out Sonia. She
Yes.
makes great drinks.
Great everything.
She
Yeah.
did a latte. She did a bear.
Yeah.
She made a latte bear.
Yes, she does that. And you know where she gets all of this
She's
inspiration?
very good at it.
Very good at it. Love that.
That was an animal joke. Where were you, buddy? Come on.
He was like, me? That was me?
He's like, I'm a dog.
Don't speak.
My
Pittsburgh.
mistake.
Don't speak, Bear. She always shows me stuff on Instagram, whatever. A lot of her inspiration comes from Australian coffee shops.
Oh, that's cool.
And so, like, even our little, like, to-go things, the, like,
Yeah.
where we use the almond milk or the oat milk, like, things, she's like, I learned that from an Australian coffee shop.
That's great.
And so she does
Yeah.
look a lot, I don't know if she's
Yeah.
New Zealand necessarily, but it's very, obviously,
yeah,
not
yeah.
unlike it. So I always found coffee culture in that part of the
Yeah.
world,
Yeah.
just like you're saying, to
Yeah.
be very
Right.
different, you know?
Yes.
That's so wild, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, like apparently we were asking them about it, and you know, New Zealand, Australia, colonized by the British, so their main jam was tea
Right.
for a gazillion, however long years.
Absolutely.
And then I don't know what happened, who brought coffee over, but as soon as it happened, New Zealand was like, oh hell yeah.
Well,
This is
they
bad.
New
can,
Zealand was like, oh hell yeah.
It's a
this
good
got
summary of
kicked.
history here.
they can import some good coffee from some relatively local countries over there in that area
Right.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
that they're kind of like in a good little hub of it. But again, if it's a culture of excellence, then they're going to make sure they're serving something well too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did it. I don't know. No one, like I never felt like it was pretentious or like
sure.
complicated or like
No, people
like
just have palates.
elitist
and
or something.
demanded
It
the
was
best.
just like this is the, it was more like it's more like craft.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
or
know
it's
what
like
I
just the
mean?
equivalent of going to get a cup of coffee at Wawa
Yeah.
here is like
Yeah.
that's what it just happens to be a
the
latte
si-
there.
right,
It's like
right.
doesn't they don't
The
look
act.
at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It's really cool. It's definitely on our list.
Same habit, different
Oh,
craft.
you guys would have so much fun.
Yeah.
Dude,
Coffee,
go like
but I don't
seriously
just
figure it
love
out.
that
I probably would never
Like,
come back.
minimum 2 weeks.
It was hard to come back.
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah. No, it really.
See ya.
it's-
But-
yeah.
I don't know if I could deal with that long of a plane ride to come back.
That is the thing. It is far
does suck.
from a lot. Like you can't get most places easily, other than
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah. They're kind of secluded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
True.
minimum
Yeah.
12-hour flight
Yeah.
to get out of like New Zealand.
To really
You know what I mean?
anywhere.
Like except
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
Australia, but like to get kind of anywhere else
Yeah.
is like a minimum 12-hour.
I think
Wow.
so. Yeah.
Like Tokyo,
Yeah.
you know, it's like
Yeah.
You don't really think about how accessible we are here to so much of the world,
Absolutely.
as
Yeah.
opposed to like living somewhere like that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
there's such little accessibility.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I always am like, please go travel. Like our baristas have traveled a lot too. We travel. We try to travel. We love like hearing when people travel and go places because it is so accessible. Like the U.S. passport can get you into
Facts.
a lot of places.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so you have that. Plus, then you have just culture, different places
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's always just really neat to
Yeah.
that. No,
For
and like
sure.
to think about it, because sometimes I think about that too. Little off tangent of like people that live in the center of the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, they're hours from a beach.
Yeah.
You know, for us it's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do a day trip.
Yeah.
So it's like different how
It is
fortunate we
different.
are for where we are located.
So I know. So speaking of just like not like accessible, like one of Mandy's biggest bucket list spots amongst many, but one is Antarctica.
Hell
And
yeah.
she wants to go, and
That should be really easy to get to.
I know. I'm a little like, you got to cross the Drake Passage, and
He's a little more nervous.
on
I'm
the
like,
boat.
yeah, let's do it.
Once we get there,
Yeah, literally.
there,
We're
being
going
there,
to LL
Yeah.
Bean. I'm getting one of those big onesies.
dude. Yeah, that's her.
I
For
follow,
sure.
I follow like all these Antarctica cruises and all this stuff, and I just send them these reels all the time. I'm like, as if we're gonna go there in the
Hell
next
yeah.
5 or 10 years. Probably.
Not with
like,
that crummy attitude,
Yeah.
Mandy.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Eventually, listen. I want to do a whole tour where we go to South America and
Yeah.
do South America, and then just
like,
happen
a
to
coffee
hop
tour?
on a cruise and go to Antarctica,
Okay.
and then
That'd
come
be
back.
cool.
Just
Just
don't tell
happen
Pablo. Just don't tell him.
Listen, it's only like
What's that boat over
$10,000
there?
a person.
Oh, I guess we're going on it. What are we doing? Oh, have your bags.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
already loaded, actually. Don't worry.
Okay, close
Here's
the
your
gate. Close the
parka.
gate. Close the gate. Close the gate. Close the gate. Don't let him out.
He's like holding
tripping.
on. He's
I,
like sweating
I fell
profusely.
into Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like, that's so true. But I know she wants to go there, and like, so New Zealand was probably a bucket list spot
Totally.
for
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do
For
you
both of
have
us.
other spots that you would want to ever go, like that you're
A
thinking?
yeah.
zillion. Too
Yeah.
many. An
Probably.
impossible number.
Yeah.
But I do think you're right about like South America, Central America.
Yes.
I think people like when we think of like places to go, it's like Caribbean, there's like Virgin Islands, all the tropics kind of places.
Yeah.
Fiji, right, all the way on the other side. And then you've got
Sure.
like I feel like Europe is an obvious destination. Flying out of Newark or
Yeah.
PHL like is an easy yes for people in our area.
course.
But I feel like everyone's sleeping on on South America,
South America.
and
A hidden
like Central
gem.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about Peru because
Yeah.
Peru,
My other bucket
specifically
list item
Lima,
is Machu Picchu. That's my other bucket
Dude.
It's on
list.
our list too.
Yeah.
the idea of like sick beaches right next to sick mountains is like kind of the perfect thing in my head.
Yeah.
That's
So like,
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like
I'm so into it.
100%. And it's crazy because earlier I said my dad's from Dublin, Ireland. My mom's from Guatemala. So I've been.
Cool.
So most people don't even know. Not most, but a good amount of people are like, "Where's that again?" Because
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
and it's literally just underneath Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that as soon as like I know what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
Mexico in my mind. I mean, there's parts that are not that way, but most of Mexico, when people go to Mexico, it's just an addition of America.
Yeah.
Like it's like Disney
Yeah.
World, like
Yeah.
the resorts and the beaches,
Right.
Cancun, all
Sure.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Cancun is Miami, basically.
Yeah.
Legit.
Cancun is
Like essentially, right? But then
Yeah.
once you get past Guatemala all the way down to Peru, literally that whole gap.
Yeah.
There's like some insanely
Yeah.
beautiful things.
Yeah.
Beaches,
Yeah,
mountains.
Oaxaca is like just such a beautiful state, or I guess province, or I don't even know. I'm so dumb
sure.
and ignorant.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't cancel me.
Love that.
Don't cancel me.
Don't quote me on that.
But it's so pretty. It's so cool.
Yeah.
People are so nice. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. The coffee shops. That was an interesting. Or what was your question?
Oh,
What do
all
you
right.
like about coffee
I
shops?
have a very specific. I have a very specific one. As soon as you walk into a great coffee shop,
Okay.
it smells like espresso. Like you smell the coffee bean. Like the first interaction you have, and like olfactory. Brain nerd. Anything you smell goes and hits your brain in a way
DBA.
like that. Like memories from so far back can be brought forth with the right smell. And like I don't know what it is about that, because your nose
Yeah, I've heard
is so
that
close
before,
to
yeah.
your brain and like all but it hits your memory in a specific way.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is one of my favorite things. As soon as you walk in, you just feel like, oh yeah, this is quality. You get the whole experience from just the smell.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is we
Nostalgic.
should just have an open bucket of beans at the door.
100%.
Yes.
You should just have Tyler just like wafting
With a fan.
So grind it and then waft it. Welcome to Let's Go. Welcome to Let's Go Coffee. Welcome to Let's Go Coffee. Sniff. Go ahead, smell it. You can smell it.
It's like a priest with holy water, but it's like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
wafting
yeah.
beans
They're just-
to you.
It's
Blessing
bean
you.
water.
They just you like your big
People when they come in.
Oh boy.
Welcome to Let's. Okay, now I'm really gonna get canceled.
Yeah. I was getting
I'm
You
so
get
sorry.
the blessing of the bean water.
the blessing of the
that's
bean
The
water.
blessing of the bean water.
Yes.
Nice.
That's
I love that.
crazy. That's a really
But-
good question. I like that.
I do too. And I think mostly we've answered it in like things we love about like good coffee, but
Yeah.
genuinely I also feel like people want to go to a coffee shop because they want to sit and like enjoy a coffee. Like if it was just about grabbing the coffee and going, like it wouldn't be quite the same feeling as like let's go to a coffee shop. You know?
Yeah.
So I think also like the ambiance and like you guys have done such an awesome job with this space and I don't know. I have a lot of fond memories also of like, you know, meeting people in the coffee shop for the first time. Like it's just
a lot of good conversations happen in coffee shops for people.
For sure.
So we call them third spaces, third places.
Right.
And it's not your house, it's not work, it's like another place to go. That's not the bar, you know, whatever. So it's like a third place kind of thing here. And so Costco, seriously?
He's fine.
I think he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, he's just a good boy. He's
agreeing with you.
Anyway, so our biggest thing for the shop here is the experience. Like obviously we want good coffee, but we want people to have a good experience. So I would say if I answered the question, like my most important part of a coffee shop is obviously good coffee, but it's just say hi to me when I walk in the door. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves is if I walk into a coffee shop and I get when people are busy and there's a line, like obviously you can't do that. When you walk in and there's nobody there and then they're just standing there waiting for you to order, I'm like, hi. You know, you want that vibe, that like personal touch to it as opposed to like just going and ordering a Starbucks drive-through coffee or something like that. So
there's one of my clients who I film with, it's a salon. And she always says there's no better, like her whole culture is designed around this. And it kind of feels that same way here. It's like, she said there's no better feeling than being a regular.
Yeah. That's true.
That feeling like you get when you walk in, they know you, you're like, you're pretty much.
They invite you to their podcast.
Exactly.
He's like, you know what I'm saying?
You meet the owner's parents.
You get to meet.
You know the best way to be a regular is to stalk before the business opens and
just be a peeper.
Be a peeper. The best way is to press your nose up against the glass after hours until they let you in and say, fine, you can be on our podcast.
Well, I think your parents were like, oh, like, are you really good friends? We're like, no, we just met
really
her once.
She was like, they really seem like they knew you guys. And I was like, I don't even know their names at this point. Not yet.
Not yet, so exactly.
I was pumped when I figured out your names because I was like, okay, now I can say it's not just the sunglasses guy. You know?
Sunglasses and hair guy.
Yeah.
But why male models?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So funny. Do you have any other questions? Those are good ones. That was a good one. I like that. I like kind of want to go off your questions now. It's fun.
Those are kind of like the majority of them, like kind of talking about New Zealand, talking about like what's a good coffee shop, why do you follow us, like why do you like us,
why are you so obsessed with us,
why do you think even though we know how cool we are,
like what do you love about us?
I mean, look, you've seen my
sunglasses. All the good things.
It's so
exactly.
Funny. Okay, well, I'll at least ask this because I love to ask people this stuff. Like, what do you? So you guys live near, not too far away, right? You guys are nearby.
Yeah, we
like
live
6 minutes from here.
Yeah,
amazing.
We're on South Mountain.
Incredible. So you're right over the hill here. What do you guys do? What do you guys? Not work wise, but I'm saying like just for fun. What do you guys like to do? Going to coffee shops.
Let's Go Coffee.
She's like, we go to Let's Go Coffee all the time. But like, what do you guys? I don't know. What do you guys enjoy doing? For
anything that gets us moving, honestly. Like we both really like need to work out our energy by like exercising and being outside and like definitely fueled by coffee.
Caffeine turns out great for movement.
Yes.
You should try it sometime.
Spectacular.
It's a good pre-workout.
It's pretty intense, and I consider myself a caffeine lightweight.
Yeah.
So one flat white and
it's a little scary.
I think they call that a cheap date.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm into it.
It's like the lightweights are just like light caffeinated, light caffeine.
He like is one of those people who wakes up and like
crazy right now. What is happening?
Are you so happy to be on the podcast?
I can't pet you if you're pinning my arms down.
To be on the podcast, you want to tell the people what do you like about the coffee? Tell the people what do you like about coffee shops. What do doggies like about it?
Snuggles.
He's just literally snoring. Like,
it's so
crazy.
cute.
Do you like coffee
I guess
too?
we have to bring him on the podcast more.
I guess he's just a regular.
Seriously.
He's also a regular.
Yes.
He barks at first, but then.
Yeah.
Was it offensive that we called you an emotional support animal? Did you not like that joke?
He's like, no, that's what I am. That's literally my only job in this world is to make my owners happy.
No, dogs are the best.
That's all it is. But
I don't know. What else do we do with our time?
outdoor
We eat
things.
pizza. We
We
drink
eat a lot of
coffee.
pizza.
Nice.
Pizza's the best.
Do you have a
Best
favorite-
pizza.
I was gonna say, do
Favorite
you have a favorite pizza spot?
Oh my God.
Right there.
Switchback.
Yeah.
Switchback Pizza
They do a
Company
good job, right?
They're
is
awesome.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
What they do with their crust, they're like super. Like, I think one of the things you probably tell if you're listening to this is that we really like craft. Like, people who care about the thing that they're
Yeah.
doing, and
Yeah.
it's not just like the ingredients; it's the whole experience of it. And
Right.
I think Switchback Pizza understands. Like, they care so much about where everything comes from and how
Yes.
it comes together, and like the way they come up with stuff. It's just like they'll do stuff, and I'll be like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how? Like, where did you come up with? I would never come up with it in a million years. But if as soon as you taste it, you're like, I totally get this now. Like, I understand how you were trying to blend this and that and whatever. Like,
And
they
who
have the
would
best
think
pizza all the way
that
to New York.
That pizza would come from that
No
little
way.
spot.
No
Yeah.
way.
Around the corner.
I
No.
know.
They're the best
That's
restaurant
like-
in town,
Yeah.
hands down.
They also
There
might
you
be
go.
closer to the train than we are.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's
Dude, the
literally
train
right there.
runs through
It's
the
part of the
diner.
vibe, basically.
You high five.
It's so
the
fun.
Like, yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
And
to
it's just like,
rebuild every time the train comes through.
Yeah.
Build.
No,
Oh my
they're
gosh.
great.
They're amazing. Their whole team's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
We may make several appearances there on the regular as well.
You'll be on their podcast next.
Yeah, if they have
as
a
the other
podcast.
regular.
Right.
We'll be pretty devastated if we wouldn't
We'll
be
just
invited
press
to
our
their
noses
podcast.
against the glass until they say, "Oh, fine."
Stop harassing our
No.
family. You can be on our podcast.
Yeah, then
Or-
you'll meet their parents and their dog.
We have not met their. We met their kids. We haven't met their parents yet.
Okay. You're working on it.
We're
though.
working on
yeah,
it.
Okay.
I love pizza.
We're working
though.
on it,
Yeah.
dude.
Something about it.
I know.
It's just the best all-around food.
It is.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a Northeastern thing. Maybe it's not. But it's just like I
Yeah.
love pizza in general. And then there's also like, you ever see like Barstool Sports?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the guy that does like pizza reviews?
Yeah, yes.
Dave Portnoy. I just like,
Portnoy, yeah.
I watch him and I'm like, I want to go to all these places that he's
Yeah.
going
Right.
to just to try the pizza. Because like,
Right.
I don't know. For me, like I remember places by the food.
Yeah.
And coffee shops too.
Yes.
We often do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Every time we go to a new city or whatever, we'll go to
Yeah.
a coffee shop.
Yeah.
But I really love like trying new food.
Pizza.
And like,
Yes,
all these things.
we
And
love that
pizza
too.
For me,
Yeah.
it's just like,
I feel like
Dude.
It's a
honestly,
staple.
maybe this is a weird comparison, but with coffee, it can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be, and it's the same with pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be like just a plain pizza, or you can make it all dressed up and all kinds of crazy things on there, and it can be just as good.
There's a
and,
lot
like,
of
just as
room
enjoyable.
for like creative expression.
yeah variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Love that.
But
true.
yeah.
I do love that.
So basically, we drink coffee so that we can run around, so that we can work off all the pizza that we eat.
It's facts.
And then we just repeat.
And then we
There you go.
sleep
Rinse and
eventually.
repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you let the other business owners
Coffee,
do the
pizza, sleep.
job, and then you just get the benefit from it, and
Exactly.
then we're
That's
all
about
good to
right.
go.
And
So
then you save lives and you help.
yeah, help people have babies and help educators learn how to teach kids and just live, YOLO,
And then YOLO.
Is that what you say? I don't think they don't say
I
that
think
anymore.
somebody said it.
I mean,
Somebody said
I think
Sometimes
it
I
fits.
say it.
I think it fits.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to
Yeah.
say it.
So
What do you guys? I mean, you guys are like, this is like a full-time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job to own a business. So like,
Yeah.
Yes.
when you have those rare moments of free time, what do you guys like to do?
It was funny because I was listening to a podcast the other day or today maybe, and they were like, yeah, when you work a 9 to 5 and you work a job, and then
Yeah.
you're like, I don't want to do this, I want to make more money, have
Yeah.
more room for things, so you quit the 9 to 5
Right.
to work harder than you ever have
Yes.
for less money.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I'm like, that is so relatable.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but and to a point, obviously.
Right,
You
right.
can go from there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. He disc golfs.
I do.
Right.
I do. I mean, for me, like, I fell into business early in life, so I really love it. Like,
Yeah.
I really enjoy, like, probably to a fault to some degree. Like, whenever I have a free second, I'll just keep working.
Yeah.
And it's not like the best thing
Yeah.
in the world, but like even last night, like we both were like, "What do you want to do tonight?" And then like,
Yeah.
I picked my head up 3 hours later, and we both were just on our laptops
Right.
working for 3 hours. And like,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's like, whoops, like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
30
it's
and like
easy
it's
to-
we're working and like
Yeah.
I don't know, so it's like I genuinely love it. I
Yeah.
love, and that's how I know like I'm kind of
Right.
Built
we're
for it,
built to
yeah.
do this because like
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
Like all the
That's
issues,
great.
the problems, like
Right.
someone called out, I got to be there at 7:30 to open. Like
Yeah.
I'll be there. Like it's just like part
Yeah.
of it. So
Yeah.
I don't. To be honest, we don't do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of it, because we're just always doing it. So
Yeah.
like, but when I do get a chance to answer
Yeah.
your question, I love disc golf.
That's great.
I do love
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So if I get the chance to sit with someone or be
Yeah.
with someone or whatever, like I love,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, I look at time super relationally versus like scheduled, like money
Yeah,
wise,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
even though at the same time.
I would say short form too is like we have two different kind of lives. We have like my daughter is divorced, so my daughter's with us half the time and she's with her dad half the time. So
right.
when she's around and she's with us, it's very family,
Yeah.
her
Fun.
activities,
Yeah.
school stuff. You know, my parents' dinner at grandma's. You know, all the stuff that we do. And then when it's just the two of us, we do like pizza and like food, but we like to find good
Who
steak
doesn't?
shops
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
for like not even. I wouldn't even say a steak shop, steak houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's more so his vibe. So he always has food on the brain. So I'm like, this is what the schedule is, and he's like,
Same.
all right, so what's for breakfast? Like he's very much like that.
Yeah.
So we've
Is that
tried to find
relatable?
like
Always.
Same. Facts.
yeah. So
I'm
it's
just, I
it's
just
always
like
about
the day
it.
revolves around when I'm eating. Like,
Yeah.
so like I should,
Yeah.
you know.
And for me, I'm like, I'll eat when I have time. Like
Right,
I don't.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the opposite. So, but I mean, we kind of do that, and I don't know, good brewery, you know,
Totally.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Find like
for
a,
sure.
a good vibe. Not,
We're
not
lucky here.
unlike searching out coffee shops.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
We're
kind
so
of the
lucky
same
in
vibe.
Emmaus.
Yeah.
With that.
We
with
really
that
are.
stuff. We
Yeah.
have funk. We have Yergis. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
holy smokes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool town.
Switchback.
I really am grateful for this town because both of us, I don't know if you guys knew this, but we both lived in this town for years.
Yeah.
So I used to live
remember
on
that,
4th
yeah.
Street right here. Then I
Yeah.
lived on 5th Street for a while. She was living on 5th Street for several years. And like, I used to walk these streets like with
Yeah,
my dog
yeah,
at
yeah,
night
yeah.
and stuff. And for years, I always thought like, how cool would a coffee shop be? But I never was like,
Yeah,
I'd
right.
never.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
Yeah. Turns out.
Well, she's the woman. I just by association,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
which I love it. You know, it's-
Technically, I'm the sole owner of
Yeah.
the coffee shop.
she is
So
because I have my own business, so like I
Yeah.
just do my thing,
Right.
and then she has hers, but I do help. Obviously, I'm invested in it, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and so I want it to succeed and do well
Yeah.
and whatever. And I genuinely just love the people,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and like the relationships and like
Yeah.
the regulars
Yeah.
and the new people, and like it's an interesting thing with us too because we're not just like a coffee shop, but we have the gluten-free side of it too,
Yeah.
which
True.
for some people they come in with just coffee things,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
But then there is like a really interesting community that I'm not one of these people. I'm not gluten free. I'm actually pro gluten, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed
No,
to
I'm
allowed,
with you.
allowed to
I
say
like my
that.
gluten.
Dude, I love gluten. I'll
Yeah.
eat whatever
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
doesn't affect me.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
so I just eat it.
We're
and so,
lucky to
Right.
not have that
Yeah,
restriction.
right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I have this new like found love and respect for like that community. 'cause
Totally.
it's you know it's
Tough.
I always somebody who was gluten free was explaining it to me. They're like, we don't like want to be this.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
and it's one of those weird things that you have to constantly talk about because
Yeah.
you eat all the time.
Yeah.
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 And when you're with friends and stuff,
Yeah.
it's like you almost have to bring it up.
And
Yeah.
it's so prevalent. So it's not like
true.
easy
Yeah,
to
it's in
avoid.
everything.
Yeah.
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 and so
It takes a lot of energy.
it does, right? So
Yeah.
like a lot of
It's in
time it's
pizza.
fun.
It is.
Damn
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There
True.
was a pizza place at that gluten free expo that we just did.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
not
I
bad.
usually trade coffee with a gluten free pizza crust place at the expos that we did, the gluten free expo.
Cool.
And it's pretty good. Yeah.
They do a good job.
The hardest part with gluten free dough is it doesn't rise.
Yeah.
Not very much.
Right.
It's probably like a biscuit.
Yeah, it takes a good art to get something to rise.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
Nice
just
thin crust. Let's put it. We'll
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
are you gluten free or you
No.
just were passionate to help people who are gluten free?
I kind of just fell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also not gluten free. It is in my family. I do
Uh-huh.
have people with celiac in my family, but so I wouldn't be surprised if I end up that way
Yeah.
at some point. But so far so good. And so. Yeah, I mean, the whole story of Let's Go is on the first podcast episode, so you can listen to that. But basically, I bought a bakery. They did half gluten free and half not, and I found a lot of people with gluten, really significant gluten intolerance, didn't want to buy. Flour is like
Yeah.
really easy to cross contaminate,
Yeah.
and so it was too risky for them, and so
Yeah.
then they wouldn't really buy it. And I was like, what's the point in having gluten free if it's cross-contaminated and they don't want
Yeah.
to buy
Wow.
it, you know? Because I think like even a decade ago, people, and even still today, some people think like gluten-free is healthier, equals
Right,
healthier.
right,
And
right.
it doesn't necessarily equal
Right.
that. Like there's sugar in them. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, these are baked goods. You know? It's like,
Let's be
it's
clear.
not
There's
healthy
butter and
for
sugar
you.
also.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You know, like,
Yeah.
there's literally 12 pounds of cream cheese and 12 sticks of butter in one of our cream cheese icings. So it's like,
right.
I do joke about that. Sometimes people come in, they're like, "Oh, so it's healthier," and I was like, "We never
Right.
said that.
Right.
Yeah,
we
we-
never
it
claimed
is
that."
not
Yeah.
a tagline. We
Yeah.
are not claiming that.
Yeah.
Like, they're like sugar free. I'm like, not really.
Come on, man.
So
It's
just
sweets. Like, you can have it. Just have a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I
And
don't know what
yeah.
our problem is.
So I when I closed down our original bakery, I was like, I'm going to certify it gluten free, so there's no cross contamination, because it was
Wow.
good gluten free too. So
Yeah.
I was like, why would I'm not
Right.
losing anything
Right.
by
Yeah.
not having things that aren't gluten free. There are a few people that come in and they'll be like, oh, it's all gluten free. I'm good,
Right.
and I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
You want a coffee? That's fine. Like, take it
Yeah.
on the road, you know? And then there's other people that come in and they're super thankful for it. We've
Yeah.
had people literally in
Yeah.
tears over the fact that we have a
Aw.
gluten-free cinnamon roll here that they
Yeah.
haven't had in 20 years, you know,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Whoa,
So,
dude.
so
That's
there
really
are
cool.
like other benefits to it
Yeah.
as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we are coffee first. We have always been that way too. So,
Yeah.
We're
But
weirdly like
it's a-
more like business owners first, honestly.
yeah, that's true.
Like more
Yeah.
so. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. Like we love coffee, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll have a good baked good. I'm cool with that. Like,
Yeah.
but it's not like a lot of people have come up to us and said
Right.
like, "Oh, this must be like a labor of love."
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, both of us.
It's
are kinda
labor.
like, it's labor. Yeah. It's like, and we like.
labor
It's,
of light.
it's
Yeah.
labor.
Like,
It's kind of like it. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's so funny but it's like we're more like create like a really good culture.
Yeah.
Really good staff. Train
Yeah.
them well. Keep it simple. She's
Yeah,
really good at
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Keeping things just simple so
Yeah.
that like makes sense. We always say
Right.
our motto is like make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just like
Don't
try
Good
our best.
put
motto.
a flat white on the menu.
Yeah.
It's too complicated. No one
Correct.
cares.
Just
Yeah.
give it to Chris and Odessa when they
Yeah.
ask for it.
They're the only two that get it.
100%.
There's
One
an Irish guy that comes in and
Hell
he gets
yeah,
a flat
Irish
right.
guy.
Flat
I see
white
you, Irish
too.
guy.
I don't even know his name. I forget.
remember
He comes
his
in all the
name
time
either.
and he's like has a full blown Irish accent. He's like, I'll take a flat white, and I'm like, okay, yeah,
Hell
sure.
yeah,
So
buddy.
he does just like you.
Hell
So
yeah,
there's
buddy.
three.
Give him my
Three
phone
people
number.
that get a
We're
flat
hanging
white.
out.
We'll have the flat white podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat white.
What do you
podcast.
like most in a flat white?
That would be a riot. 'Cause
Yeah.
that guy
Yeah.
is really funny.
Oh, that
He's
would
a
be
funny guy too.
That would
Oh
be
my
funny.
gosh, that would be
He's
so
a funny
funny.
guy.
He's a funny guy. Straight off the boat from Dublin.
Legit,
so
yeah.
Good
I
guy.
want to try and connect them with my
Um,
dad because they're both like, I know he's from the north of Dublin, my dad's from the south, so I'm like, I know that they would like immediately be like, oh, that's street, you know. They all like, anytime you meet, just like
Yeah.
Penn State, we are people all
Yeah.
over the world. Dubliners are the same
Right.
way. As soon as they meet,
Right.
they're like, they know the street, where they're from, this,
Yeah.
Wow,
that.
that's really cool.
They can like figure it out. I'm like, jeez, like, you know, it's gosh.
man.
It's like, how do you know that? Like, you know, it's almost being like from a May. It's like, how do you figure that
I
out?
know.
Yeah, right. right.
I know.
It's crazy. I love that. That's cool. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Oh no. Okay. So I was just gonna ask like before we kind of close things out, just to some degree, like, where are you guys like we always like to ask our like people, where are you guys like headed? Like, what are your dreams? What do you guys want to go do? Like, what's like the future look like? Are you guys like, do you like it here? Are you
Yeah,
like wanting
yeah.
to move? Like, do you have like
Yeah.
career change? I don't know. Like, is there
Yeah.
like, where do you guys see yourselves like in coming?
You know what's funny, dude?
Years.
Like, I think we're both very lucky in that, like, we've gotten to do the things that we want to do, like, now.
Okay.
Like, you're in a career that you love, and I don't think you want to change careers. Like, that path trajectory feels like really, really great. I feel like I'm finally in this place where I'm doing the thing that I want to do, and I
Yeah.
have like my projects, and I'm like with people that I want to work on, you know, stuff with. I don't know, man. Like, it's weird. I just feel like we're lucky in that we get to do this, and we get to keep going around and going around. I think maybe like someday maybe there's a retirement kind of thing, but I just don't. I'm not
In
even
New
like
Zealand.
With
like,
a flat
perfect,
white in
right?
hand.
Like, maybe there's that. But other than that, man, like, we're just cruising.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So there is a beauty in contentment.
yeah.
That's like, that is a very special place. That's a place that I definitely struggle with.
Yeah.
I think just entrepreneurs do in general.
Yeah.
Because you're always seeking
Totally.
like growth and what
Yeah.
what can you do and stuff. But so like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
There's this like lie. I don't know. I think it's somewhere tucked in the language of it, where we're like, oh, it's somehow admirable to never be happy with the thing. Like, oh, never be satisfied. I'm never satisfied with this work. And you're like, I constantly be improving. And like, I'm like, that just, I can't resonate with that because it by default disallows you to be happy with whatever. So I am all about like constant improvement and progress and like the goal of like, cool, how do we do this and how do we do that? But like at the same time, there has to be sort of an acceptance of like, this is sick. Like, right? Like this part of it is still awesome.
Yeah.
And like, so I'm like, I don't know. I think you could have both.
Yeah, definitely.
I've had conversations with mentors of mine over the years that like they kind of taught me that like, you know, whenever you're not living in the present, you're usually living in the future.
Yeah.
Which oftentimes will bring like anxiety to some degree because you don't know, the unknowns are scary.
For
Right?
sure.
Then if you're in the past all the time, you can maybe tend to go down the like the pathway of like depression because you're like you miss things.
Yeah.
It's hard to like accept stuff. And,
Yeah.
you know, I always say people are always so mean to themselves. Like, I should have done this. I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? Like, I should have. You go down these roads.
Yeah.
And then, meanwhile, you're living nowhere even remotely in the present because it's like.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
You're missing it. Like,
you missed it.
It's
It's already gone.
It's
Yeah.
gone. Like, right now, I just left again. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know, and so it's like an interesting, like, you know, people who are content.
Yeah.
Someone who always comes to mind when I think of contentment is one of our baristas. Her name is Sonia.
Yeah, she is
You know,
the
she's
queen
like-
of contentment.
She's
That's
like the
awesome.
epitome of
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always like, do you need anything? She's like, okay.
Yeah.
She's
like,
always
She's
good.
so nice.
And she's like,
She's
"Stop
really
it."
even
good.
keeled, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's the
Yeah.
same. You know what's cool about Sonia? She's the same person, whether it's busy or not.
Yep.
Literally.
Whether it's dead or busy.
Take
Literally.
a guess how old she is.
Oh,
Dude, beats
I'm
me.
not doing that on camera. I hate guessing
we
people's
can
But
edit
ages.
off
that.
camera.
I guess, yeah.
Just take a quick little
Let's
second.
go after dark. Sonia.
She's 21.
What?
Wow.
She's 21.
She
I think
definitely
she
has
just
an
turned
old
22.
soul.
She told me.
She
just
definitely has
turned
an
22.
old soul. Yeah.
Is she?
I know.
Yeah.
She said that this
She
morning.
just
I
seems
thought.
really
Oh,
mature.
okay, 22.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely would have guessed.
When she
Love.
told me that, I was like, "Are you kidding?
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?"
Oh, good for her.
I'm like, "You're from the 2000s."
You're from the 2000s?
She
Oh,
is.
yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah.
It's
Anyone?
2025 right now.
Dude,
Yeah.
anyone born in the 2000s, I'm like, geez, that's
yeah, more than half of our staff is from the 2000s.
Oh my
Cool.
God,
And
that's
the
so
ones that are from the 90s are from like 99.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Wow.
98.
weird.
Right.
Just
Like,
made it.
barely. They
Yeah.
skirted through
Yeah.
there. Yeah. They're still
Hell
in the
yeah.
womb when the millennium hit, basically.
Right.
So-
Good for them. Good
Yes.
for them.
That's
If you-
good to hear,
Yeah.
though, from you guys,
Yeah.
though. Honestly, like,
Yeah.
contentment in where you're at
Yeah.
is, like, hard to find, honestly. Because it is
Yeah,
true.
it's not like an unsettling. Like I feel like so many people. If you spend any time on YouTube, you probably
do.
get served the same BS ads and things that I might. Which so much of it is like, change your life. You gotta stop doing this and do that, and you gotta like completely change, totally transform your life. It's like, I don't want to transform. Like, I'm doing like we're
You're-
pointed in a great direction. Like
Yeah.
like I'm like we're the trajectory is great. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to change. Like, we've spent a lot of time and energy trying to get that like dialed.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like,
With medical school and everything. I'm
Yeah.
Sure too. It's like
Yeah.
takes a long time.
so
to
much
get there, so-
training.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a whole career
in the time that
in
I
the
was.
time that you were training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how specialized she is. That's
Yeah.
how good. I mean, that's why you're so good at your job.
Oh.
But like,
That's
but
nice
to
of
me,
you. You have no
Yes.
metric to judge that by, but you are. But you
Yeah.
clearly love me, so I
You are
appreciate that.
unqualified to make that comment.
He's a DBA though. He's a DBA.
listen, DBA.
He's got a
okay?
degree
It's
in
on
it,
my
you know?
LinkedIn profile. Okay.
So go check it right now.
Go check my LinkedIn. Go check my LinkedIn.
No, but I think that's
Subscribe.
true. Like,
Subscribe. Comment. Subscribe.
so accurate. It's painful.
Just throw your
Yeah.
handle in there.
Yeah,
Where can
talking
people
about?
find you?
There's this inauthentic BS that's like, you need to change your life right now.
Yeah.
And so many people resonate with that
Yeah.
because like they're in this position that's uncomfortable. They're like, oh, I'm doing this thing, but it's just for now or whatever. And I feel like somehow or another we're lucky enough that we're in roles and careers and things that we're like, hell yeah about.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah, and like I don't think that's to say like we're certainly not.
I mean, we're
stagnant.
miserable at home.
He's
You're like, we are the most boring people.
We
in
never
the
said we
world.
liked it.
No, I didn't. Wait,
We're just
to be clear,
content with it.
we're miserable. It's acceptance. No, it's pretty awesome.
Just that's so
my
amazing.
gosh.
I love that. I love that.
I don't even remember what I was
Very
going to
cool.
say.
I'm done.
Sorry.
She's like, get me out of here.
Costco.
That's hilarious. Yeah, where'd
Buddy,
he go?
he's
Like,
sleeping over
man,
there.
I need some
He had
emotional
enough.
support after this one.
Yeah,
So-
right.
Well, that's awesome. We're super grateful
Yeah.
for you guys
Same.
Us too.
Regulars.
We are.
Yeah.
hanging out, new friends,
Yes.
regulars, new
We should
coffee
go
shop
get pizza
goers.
sometime.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go
that would be
Switchback.
super fun.
Oh my God.
So-
Wait till you meet those people. They're so fun.
They probably
Let-
don't even know
you
we're here.
can show us where you're the regulars at everywhere else.
And then we then by association.
Right.
Well, you'll love it because whenever we walk into Switchback, they just go, "Oh, you're here again."
Yeah, that's not
They
true.
say that.
Oh,
That's what they
no. Well, when we walk into our local pizza shop in our town and he goes and gets pizza, and I walk in, they're like, oh, Pablo's wife. Yes.
So sorry.
I'm like, yes. You have the best husband. He
Oh.
is just the nicest guy. And I'm like, I'm here to pick up the order. The name's under Pablo.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. Yeah,
I
pick up
do
for
have
Pablo.
a name. It's like,
Right.
they're great, though. I love them. They're
That's
really
so
nice.
fun.
It's a great
Yeah.
Italian spot.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks for being
Do it
here.
again.
Appreciate
Thanks for
it.
doing what you're doing.
Being
You're doing
yourselves.
something really important for
Yeah.
Emmaus.
Yeah.
Appreciate
We're
that.
super
For
psyched
sure.
to have you.
Yeah.
We're grateful to be here and join us on another episode of Let's Go Podcast. I don't know when.
Like, subscribe,
Woo,
subscribe,
let's go.
like,
Yeah.
subscribe, comment. Let us know what you think in the comments.
He's like, try flat white sometime.
Try flat white.
It's on their secret menu.
It's not on the menu.
He's like, but it is
Drive
on the
Sonia
menu.
insane.
Sonia.
I think you try.
See ya.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.
See
The
ya.
end.
The end.
Why male models?